Oh, Iron Dog just went live. Imagine that shit.
She's not out yet.
No, but when she gets out, you get in. Got pictures tomorrow.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday night chat. I am your host, Iron Dog 63. Alabama Bushcrafter. Good evening. Big Steve. Good evening. Jerry's Woodshop and Outdoors. Good evening. Nice to have you all here. Junkyard, if you're here, good evening. So what's all going on with everybody tonight? 5 minutes early. Okay. Carolyn, want to be free. You're looking up within reason. So, yeah, Grammy's Homestead. Surprise! Hey, it's been I've missed you. Where have you been? I know you've been busy, and I know you haven't felt good. There's been a little bit you haven't felt good, so I completely understand. I haven't been to yours either. I have to get there. Busy. So, but I'm glad to see you here, Maniac. I really am. You're a ray of sunshine and looking lovely as ever you are. Hanging on for dear life in North Carolina? Well, get away from it as far as possible. Kathy Miller, you're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. You already have 15 tornado watches and a lot of power. Yeah, but hey, it ain't even got here yet. You still got about another 2 or 3 hours before it even makes landfall, from what I understand. Shut up, dog. All right. So, that's right, Carolyn. Be safe. Celebrity in the house. That's right. Mr. Jixer is a celebrity in the house. He was on TV. It was for 3 seconds, but he was on TV. Maria, give me hugs. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. You don't know how hard it was to find your channel there, Mr. Jixer, because there's like 25 of you guys out there. It's got the same name. Finally, I had to search through my list because I don't have a lot of the names are missing on my list. But I had to search through my list, and I finally got to your name, and I clicked on it and finally got to your channel. But there's like 25 Mr. Jixers out there. Cerebral Killer, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Oh, I said that already there, Jean. She does look lovely as ever. Polly's Pretties, how are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Kelly's Tea, same. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. I was the first. Been here since 2009. There you go. Yep. So, I'm glad you're doing good there, Cerebral Killer. Bobby Sprinkle, nice to have you here. Well, hopefully your TV doesn't break yet. Chris the Fam, good evening. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. It's a pleasant, I can't say surprise, but it's a pleasant, I can't even think of the word. It's nice to have you all here. It really is. I was trying to say something really, um, I don't know. I can't even think of the word now. I'm drawing a blank. So nice setup you got there, Gene. I seen that. Your pickup in the camper. That's pretty cool, man. Nice little setup you got there. You just be careful going down to Florida there, Gene. No, Cerebral Killer. I used to drive a Mack uh, roll-off truck and Mack garbage truck. And, so they had the dog on the front made out of steel. So Iron Dog. So that's the way I got it. And I used to have a nickname when I was driving for a trucking company out of Toledo, Ohio, and it was called Big Daddy. They used to call me Big Daddy, and I'd get on the mic and tell everybody, it's Big Daddy from the Big Daddy Truck Driving Academy. So, hey, I appreciate that there, Polly. Carry on, Jeff and John. They're awesome people, man. Awesome channel. Great cooks. Hello, old mucker. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Nice to have everybody here. I really do appreciate y'all showing up. I really do. So, calling all trucks. This here is a duck. I'm about to go hunting bear. So, yep. Starts out the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in Kenworth hauling logs. Cab over Pete with a Jimmy on and a reefer. Mr. Jixer. Well, I understand that, Mr. Jixer. I'm not, I don't want to put that comment up. So, hello, old mucker. Nice to have you here. I guess I can. So, sorry if you're having some problems there. We all go through family problems every once in a while, so I'm sorry to hear that. So, no. Well, I used to drive during the CB age, but no, that wasn't from that. It's from driving a Mack truck with a Mack Bulldog on there. You're welcome, Dream Walking Angel. I played, in all total, I played 101 of your videos. So I don't know how much that helped you, but I played 101 of them. So. Was in a convoy years ago. All right, well, that's okay there, Mr. Jixer. I understand completely, Family problems are family problems, and sometimes it just gets the worst of you. So, hello, Michelle. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Dream Walking Angel, by the way, you are looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here, too. From the baby kitty, handsome and mommy. Oh, I completely understand that, Michelle. So. Well, I appreciate that there, Dream Walking Angel. I really do. I understand that, Michelle. Probably didn't do no good slipping and falling the other day in the mud. That probably didn't help at all. So. All right there, Cerebral Killer. I completely understand. That's what this is all about. You share support. You go and chat. You find a channel, they need some help, give them a little channel of love, then go someplace else. It's all about. So, Oh, yeah. I can believe that, Bobby. You know, it's against the law to do a convoy. Anything more than 4 trucks in a row, it's against the law. You have to have, if you got 4 trucks, you got to have something in between the fourth and the fifth one. If you don't, it can be considered a convoy, which is against the law. You can be all ticketed. So, JD, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. I bet it wasn't. I'm going to try to have a good night there, dream walking. You have a great night too. Uh, uh, no problem. You're welcome. So, I don't know if you see, I did a video Sunday, Michelle. I've been getting for the last couple of months. I'm been getting emails every day, and either emails on my Gmail or messages on Facebook. You know, you got a mod that's your moderator in your room that did this in another room. You got a mod that's in your room that did this in another room. You have a mod in your room that was talking about you in another room. You have a mod in your room that told me that they were going to block me, and now they're going to block me in your room, so I won't be able to go in your room. And I just couldn't take it anymore, and I decided to get rid of all the mods except for the original ones I started with and my family members. And it doesn't have anything to do, with anybody. The people that cause the problems, they know who they are. I'm not saying who they are, but they know who they are. And I just figured if I got rid of 30 of the mods that I had already, too many, I wouldn't have this problem anymore. I've got like 8 mods or 9 mods that I first started out with, plus my family. And I've never had a bit of problem with any of those mods. I've never had any problems with most of the mods. But these people that are the mods now, they've been a mod of mine ever since I started this stuff. So, and it's nothing against anybody, so don't take anything to heart like I'm picking on you or whatever, because I didn't. Everybody was treated the same. I just got rid of, I knew who I had the original ones were, and I just got rid of the rest of them. No, you don't have to. You don't have to leave there, Mr. Jixer. That's okay. Your comment was fine. I showed it. It's okay. So you're fine. You don't have to leave, man. Go ahead and enjoy the show. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Hi, Jenny. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. I seen you coming in, but I was explaining something. Hell, kitten. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. It's quite okay there, Michelle. I did a video. When I did the video, I stated in there that I'm not going to give any of the mods back their wrenches. Just for the simple reason, I know you ain't going to do nothing, but just for the simple reason, then if you give her that mod back, how come I can't have my wrench back? I'm just not going to do it. Don't, like I said, don't take anything, like I'm picking on you or picking on anybody. Don't take anything to heart. It just was a decision I had to make, because if you read half the emails and half the messages I got on Facebook every day, you would actually shut your YouTube channel down, most likely. So that was getting to the point that I was almost ready to start that, because it's not worth it. Roll Tide, Gay, Alabama. How you doing, man? Nice to have you here. So, yeah, and some people, you give them the mod status, and they think they're, they're God, for lack of a better term. And I've seen it happen in other ones, where they went right in and started, blocking people just because they don't like them from another channel. And that's not right. And that's what I was trying to avoid, because it was just getting to the point where it was kicking my blood pressure up really high. So don't, Michelle, it's okay. It's fine. You know, don't feel upset or don't feel hurt about it. It's nothing that's, it's no big deal. I appreciate your support. When you come in, you support me. I appreciate it 100%. It's just that, like I said, I just got rid of all the newer mods. The ones I had from the get-go is the ones I kept, plus my family members. It was nothing. It was no pick or choose or anything like that. I knew the original ones, and that's the ones I just kept. So, but I'm sorry. I don't feel hurt about it, because it's nothing wrong. You know, nothing wrong with you. Nothing that you did. You weren't one of the troublemakers. You weren't. So I know that for a fact. I never got anybody that wrote me or told me anything that you did. So it wasn't you, but there was like 7 that were the mods in there that I've had 4 or 5 different, emails about or messages about. So, and like I said, don't take anything to heart, because it wasn't, I wasn't picking on anybody. I just done it to, for my own self-preservation. So, Alabama Bushcrafter, good evening. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I won't get rid of my wife because I love her and she is a good mod. So, I'm waiting for Ron to come in. So, anyways, how are you doing, Roll Tide? Yay, Alabama. No, Marie is not my mod either. Marie, she was one of the newer mods, and she's not a mod either. So, yeah. So don't feel like. So, are you ready, Ron? Yay, Jerry, how you doing? Nice to have you here. So, Ron wanted me to show him something, so I wanted to show Ron. You're in the kitchen cooking for your wife. What you cooking there, Alabama? The lovely Miss Kathy made goulash today. So, okay, I will. All right, watch what I'm doing here, Ron, and then go to your. Then you can go to your email. Okay, everybody. I want to show you. I'm going to show Ron how to do this. Okay. Okay, Ron. You want to go right up to here, and it says invite people. You see that right there? I don't know, Michelle. It was just easier doing that. You see these right here, Ron? You invite the people. Okay. Now it says Hangouts. So I'm going to go to my Hangouts right here. And that's going to bring up my Gmail. I click on the Gmail. And now I want to bring you in. So I'm going to send you this message, Ron. And that right there is going to be the Google Hangout. So when you get that, you click on that. And when you click on that, that'll open up the Google Hangouts. And that'll bring you up to me. So, like I said, Michelle, don't take anything to heart, because it's nothing about you. It was not about you. It was never about you. It's about everybody else. And if I give somebody else back the wrench, other ones are going to want it back, and it's not the headache. It's not worth the headache. And I said the other day, if the wrenches I still got right now, the ones I have now, if they start leaving, I won't replace them either. And if it gets down to it where I have no wrenches, I guess I'll be my own wrench. It's just not worth the headache anymore. I appreciate that, Michelle. See, Allie Oakley was one of my very first mods she was probably back in August of 2017. Lulu Love You was my very first mod. So I just, it was just one of the things that, it was just getting to me. Ribeye steaks and home fresh, cut French fries. All right. So, yes, that's right, Allie. We go way back. So, in a tossed salad. So, and Gene was one of my very first mods. Junkyard was. Now, Ron, how are you? Can you hear me?
And the cam works.
Very first mod. There you are. Did you see how easy that is to get on? How are you? Can you hear me? Okay, Ron, can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you on the other computer. Hold on.
Did you mute your YouTube? How are you? There you go. Did you get it muted? Yep.
Yeah, should be just this computer now.
Yep. Now that's as easy as it gets. Did you see how I did it?
Yeah, that's simple. We shouldn't have any trouble with this.
Nope. That's about as basic as I know, and as long as you got their email, you can invite them out. So.
Alrighty, appreciate that.
Hey, no problem. By the way, it's nice to see what you actually look like, man.
There's the camera. Hi, everybody.
Everybody, that's Ron Neitzel. So, Allie says, I pictured, goodbye. You didn't have to leave. So, Allie says, I pictured Ron as being bald. Yeah. So, oh, yeah, just be careful on who you invite. That's right. So, Allie got her mod back in September or August of 2017 when I first started. She was one of my very first mods. Lulu Love You was my very first mod, and I think Allie was the second. I had Gene Chambers. Doing It Cheap was a mod, and then he said he couldn't do it because he just was too busy and could not be a mod no more. So, Jay Hansen, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You didn't have to leave, Ron. Why did you leave? I thought we was going to talk, but that's okay. You can still go back to that same email and come back in if you want to come back in, man. But that's the ones that needed to go were, they were there, Alabama. So, he's doing it on two computers. Okay. You didn't have chat. Well, what you do is you pop out of your chat there, Ron. I can show you how to do that. In fact, I'll show you right now how to do that. So, let me get over here first. My day's been okay. How about yours? So. My day's been okay. How about yours? All right.
All right, I'm in Hangouts, but I don't see the chat window.
Okay, just a second. I'll show you how to do this. Okay.
Where'd everything go?
Right, I'm here. Just hold on a second. There you go. Can you see me now? You can't see me, but you can see my screen. Okay. Now, what you do,
But you're in YouTube. This came up in Hangouts. There's no YouTube at all.
all right, but see, you had to hook into you were watching me, okay? So what you do is you go back to your, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to your YouTube channel and you see this right up here where it says top chat and live
Right.
chat. You go over here to that and it says pop out chat. You pop that out. Now, do you see what it did?
Gotcha.
And then you take it over here and then you grab your Hangout screen, bring it over here, and then you make them both together. So you put your chat over here and your Hangout screen over here so you can look at the screen and you can watch the chat at the same time. And I will show you how that is just a second. Just like that, if you can see this, but that's how it's done. So, did you copy that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into YouTube on this laptop.
Okay, but that's all it is. It's as easy as it gets. So, and like I said, I'm nobody to actually teach you because I don't know nothing about this. All I know is just enough to get me on and enough to get me off the thing. Michelle, you know, I appreciate it, but like I said in the video that I'm not giving anybody else, the wrenches back. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Like I said, because if I give you your wrench back, somebody else is going to say, "Give me mine back," because you give them theirs, and then then it's going to cascade right back to where I'm going to get all these people back and then I'm going to have the same trouble again. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm sorry if it's going to be an inconvenience, and I'm sorry if you think I've hurt your feelings or whatever. But I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I just trying to keep my self-preservation. That's what all I'm trying to do. Because I can tell you right now, moderators can be the death of your YouTube channel. So. I don't know if you guys were in here, a month ago, but Amber come in and she was talking and she typed, the F word, and I deleted that. And I said, you can't do that. And I said, mods are, should know better. You can't say the F word. And then I had a mod come in that disagreed with something that I said, other than being a man and saying, hey, I don't believe that you should have said that, and I disagree with you. He come in full force and started blocking every. He said, "Take away my mod and block me, or you're gonna pay." And wasn't 10 seconds later, he started blocking people left and right, left and right, left and right. And so it's just something that I need to address. So.
Hey, Alabama. Okay, why am I echoing?
What's that?
I'm echoing or feeding back to myself.
Well, because you probably still on your YouTube channel, the one you just opened back up, you got your speaker on. You got to shut that off. On the YouTube channel itself, not on your Hangouts.
No, that one's muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see an I don't hear an echo from you.
Probably my big mouth.
No, Kathy, not you.
Not you, Kathy. No. Just a second there, Alabama. Let me look at the Gmail. I just sent out a third. Um, I just sent out a third. I just sent out a third email to Teespring today. So, you want that? I've actually I've actually put a bid on two 40 channel handheld walk or CBs for you there, Alabama. So in fact, I better go check because it's getting time for the end of the bid. So I'll make sure I get it. So. Let's see. Something's going on. Hold on a minute.
Gonna work not.
I'm on that Shop Goodwill there, Alabama. So be patient with me, people. Just a second. It's getting time for where the bid should be over with, so I want to make sure I get it. But I'm trying to find it now. Okay. Let me show you this there, Alabama. Damn it. What happened to my share?
Oh, Jeff.
There we go. Okay, this is one of them.
Oh, bummer.
Okay. Not the one I was bidding on. I gotta find that. Hopefully, I didn't lose a bid.
Want that anyway?
They got so many different words for them: transceivers, CVs. So I'm trying to remember what there was under.
Oh, bummer.
I think I don't know. Maybe I won it already. I have to check. That's what I was looking at there, Alabama. So I just got your email. Let's see. I have to check if I've already gotten them or not. So All right there, Theo. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Bobby, we'll see you later. Thanks a lot for showing up. So, I got to get out of there. So.
Any difference?
Yeah, I completely understand that there, Alabama. So, if I did not get that, I will let you know. So, but I've been looking, and so who dat? That's Ron. That's Ron Neitzel there, Junkyard. I always thought he was like 19 feet tall, and then and gray hair and bald and all this other stuff, but evidently he's not.
No.
How old are you, Ron?
51.
51. But see how easy it is to invite somebody up. As long as you got their email, you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why it seemed like it was so much harder.
Yeah, it used to be really easy because it used to be you walked over here to the chat room and you just clicked on their name and then you brought it over here and clicked it in a box and wham bam, thank you, ma'am, they were here. And then they thought that was just too damn easy, so they got rid of that. Then they decided that you had to go to their about page and then give them a message through their about page, which that wasn't so hard either. Then they decided they would get rid of the personal messages because
Miss Green Thumb just came in. I'm sorry.
Okay. But Mrs. Green Thumb, how are you doing? But they would get rid of the about the messages because nobody was using them. And that's how everybody was getting everybody invited, but nobody was using messages. So now you got to email everybody. So here for your lesson. Okay. This is how you get on YouTube. On your Hangouts.
All right, go ahead. I'll step out.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'll step out.
No, you don't have to step out.
Oh, all right.
Just I'll just put it on the camera on me for the second. But here you go, Mrs. Green Thumb. This is how you do it. Okay. You see this right here? It says invite people. Now never mind all this other stuff you see in here because that's the glitch that YouTube has. You take this right here and you click on that. Okay. And once you click on that, it's going to bring out this hangoutsgoogle.com and it's got the Google Plus or it's got your email. So you go to this email right here. Mr. Green Thumb, and you click on it. That'll bring up your email. And then I don't have your email, so I can't invite you, but I would, I'm going to pull up Ron again because he's already up here. So I just hit R, and it says Ron Neitzel, Gmail. So I send him a message, say, hey, come to Hangouts. He gets on his email, he sees that, he clicks on that, and once you click on that, you just follow the directions and it'll bring you right here. Right to your very own. That's how you invite somebody up. No problem. So that's as easy as I can make it for you. I don't know. I didn't notice anything about the Google Home Chrome page. Mystic Angel Christina, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, Frugal Farmer Channel, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, and you're right. It is. There's a few of them, Alabama, that I have not seen hide or hair from in, 5 days, 4 days, whatever. And I haven't heard nothing from them. So, well, yeah, that's okay there. So, there you go.
Appreciate your help, Iron Dog. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. You have a great day. Thanks a lot for being here. Hopefully, you learn something. That's the best I can teach you. So, best thing is when you learn this is just to keep on doing it. So. All right, there, Mrs. Green Thumb. Yeah, he does look like a younger Alan Jackson, doesn't he? But as far as it goes, that's how easy it is to get on Google Hangouts. So yeah, you just gotta if you don't want anything here, you just close it all out there. So or you just you can stay on. So. Well, hopefully everything is okay with you over there, Mystic. So I pray for everybody's safety. I don't want anybody to get hurt. There's no reason why anybody should be hurt or killed from this storm that's coming in, this hurricane. Everybody should take cover, and get away from it as far as possible. They've had plenty of notice. If you couldn't get away from it, you should have contacted somebody that could help you get away. There's plenty of, community services that could have got you away from there. You're still under tropical storm warning? Okay. Don, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Now, when you close out of your Hangouts, you should have still had your YouTube open. You should have still you should have still been able to stay in YouTube, unless you clicked on that. So, but if you click on your YouTube, I think that'll take you out of all of it. So, glad to see you here, there, Demo Don. Nice to have you. Nice to have all of you. Where are you at, Mystic? You have a curfew? The cat window took over and closed. Okay. Okay, you're from 30 miles from the North Carolina and Virginia line. Okay. But as far as, like I said, there's no reason for any loss of life for this hurricane. They, had plenty of advance notice. They should all leave. I realize people don't want to leave because they want to make sure they protect their stuff, but your material stuff is nothing. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Your life means more than anything you'll ever own or possess. So you just leave there. You have insurance. Insurance companies are going to pay anyways. They know they're going to pay. So Allie was here. I don't know if she's here anymore, but she was here a little bit ago. Now, Michelle, it's not that you're not needed. It's just I just can't take this what's going on with the rest of them. I appreciate everything you've ever done. I really do. It's just that I needed to make a change because if I didn't make a change, it could probably have been the death of my YouTube channel because it was starting to go that way. But you don't need to go. I appreciate you being here. I really do. I've always appreciated you being here. And God bless you too. Stay and have a drink with us. Yeah. Trying to get Junkyard over here to work on some of my stuff, but he wants alcohol to do it, and I don't know if I can afford to keep him. So. Be right back, supper time? What? I didn't say anything, huh? I'm talking here. No. Go in there and watch some TV. Huh? I didn't say Gretchen. No.
And who did? I just killed somebody.
No. I thought that was in Massachusetts where they had the gas blow up. Banking on Money, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Who's buying beer? I'll buy the beer. How many is in there?
One.
Is there one more? Get one for Hurley.
No more.
Is there any left in there? There should be on the thing, on the shelf. Is Harley still awake? Well, go get your shoes on and go grab the box. I'm out. I will reach. So they're out in the other refrigerator in the garage. Hold on.
You need a
I
scissors.
don't need the scissors.
Can I say hi?
Huh?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Wave. Wants a go-gurt. There you go. Take that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh.
Why you don't take my butt?
Because I patted you on the hindy. Okay. All right, there, Demo Don. You have a great night. We'll see you later, man. Out of beer until October. She's a sweetie. Open it up and just give me one for her. Get one out for Hurley, and put the rest of them in the refrigerator. She is. That's Gretchen. She's 4 years old. They go to school Monday through Thursday. So.
Wait, give it to Harley?
Yeah. You just give one to Gretchen, so give one to Harley. Just a second, you're getting one. Yeah, they're changing from 3.2 to what? Hell, we haven't had 3.2 beer in 30 years.
Yeah.
So,
Out here. Right.
they used to give 3.2 beer to the ones that were 18. If you're over 21, you got, I don't know, 6.5 or 7.2 or whatever it is now. I have no idea, but the 3.2 was for the ones that was 18 to 21. So. Okay, well, I got to check and see if I won it. If I didn't win it, then I guess we'll go the other route then. So. Yeah, horse pee. That's all it is. You're right.
Upstairs.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm back. So I knew what you meant the first time near Alabama or junkyard. You didn't have to spell it the second time. So.
Stay in there. Yup.
I like that. Yeah, high octane stuff. Yeah. Years ago, when I was young, I could, if I decided I wanted to drink, I could actually drink. Me and my brother and Kathy one time, we went to the bar, and it was um, those 7 ounce Millers, beers, 7 ounce Miller beers, and this was in '83, I think, and they were three for a buck. 3 beers for a buck, 7 ounces. Now, I'm talking this is 1980, 84, somewhere around 84, 85. That's about what it was. Hold on. Come in here bothering me. And then you don't want me to do anything for you. Okay, now go throw it away. Charlie Gordon, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Um, anyways, it was three for a buck. Well, we were all said and done, we drank like 115 of those little beers before we left. We were so hammered. We didn't know which way was up, which way was down, and which way was sideways, left or right. But we had us a hell of a good day that night. So, all right there, Polly. I appreciate you being here. Show up some more. I do live streams every morning around 6:30. Saturdays it could be 7 o'clock. Sunday 7:30, 8 o'clock. It depends, because everybody likes to sleep in. So do I. But most generally, I'm 6:30 Monday through Friday if I'm not sick, and then Saturday and Sunday. So come on in and see us Saturday, 7 days a week. And I do one Sunday night at 8 o'clock and Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I don't quite understand. I I've got I'm about well, I bet I'm a mod in about 40 other rooms myself. And I've told them when I go in, I said, hey, take my wrench because if I can't be here, I can't help you. Okay, I completely understand that. Um, I don't, I've never asked for the wrench. A lot of them say, hey, you want a wrench? Well, if you want to give me a wrench, I'll take it. But if I'm not sitting here, don't promise or think that I'm going to be able to come here every day because I can't. So, well, fortunately, I drove home. So that night, we were hammered. Kevin, he went on his own merry old way with somebody else that night, and then he come back the next day threatening to kill us because we didn't stop him. We tried, but he didn't listen. So I'm getting better, but I'm a little bit under the weather there, Binkin. So I can still feel the, sinuses draining and stuff. I still taking my Tylenol not every 6 hours, but I'm taking it twice a day now. I'm taking the other one every day. I'm out of my augmentin, the infection medicine. So if this doesn't stop within the next 3 or 4 days, I'm gonna by Monday or Tuesday, call the doc and see if she'll, send me in another prescription for the augmentin. So, well, yes, Kathy lives here in Michigan. She's pretty. Oh. Mm. Oh, not including Kathy? Yeah, there's a lot of nice looking women here in Michigan. Hey, I got to show you guys something. Did you see Michelle Obama is modeling beachwear now? I thought it was pretty cool. She decided that she wanted to start modeling, swimwear for, I don't know for which bikini company, but other swimwear company, but she's doing it now. So pretty nice of her going out and supplementing their income by, being a beach model or a bikini or model for swimwear. I guess that's what you want to call it. If I can get anything to work, I have to bring up the picture. So, but like I said, it's nice of her to supplement the income, help Barry out. There we go. Lucky there. Isn't that nice of her to supplement the income? That was nice of her. She is a hell of a model, isn't she? Banana hammock swimmer. That's right. Let's see. Right? You're right, Charlie. It's been a hell. I probably ain't seen you in 3 or 4 months here. So yeah, I know they're banking. It's not a good thing. And mine was a bad sinus infection with, working its way into bronchitis. Yeah, I can understand that, junkyard. So, yeah, she looks all petered out. You're right, Kevin. You're right. No, I gotta trim it up. Next weekend, I've got a big event, so I'm gonna shave all this off. I'm gonna keep part of it, but I'm gonna shave it all off. All right, I will there, Alabama. I gotta see if I even want it. I thought I did. Maybe I have to check. So, um, let's see. While I'm talking to you, I'll make sure. Uh, I'll be right with you guys. I'm looking. I'm thinking this is the one that I've been on, but I ain't for sure. No, that's in that one. It's a different one. Sorry. They put them in so many different categories. It's hard to find everything. It's hard to remember which one or where I bid it at. So you can punch in CB, but that don't make a difference. It could be CB, handheld CB transceiver. Uh, yeah, yeah, those ain't it. I have to look. I'll look later when I'm off here. So if I didn't get it, I didn't get it. Wisconsin Greg, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. I'm about to have a herniated brain. You're right there, Grizz. Yeah, that's right. I had two of them. One's the size of a pea, and the other one's just a little bitty thing. Yes, Ron. Colin Russian Force. I'm doing good, Colin or Colin. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Is it Colin or Colin? Depends on how it's pronounced. So nice to have you here. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Um, the other half says I need to trim that shit up. Okay. Oh, I know. I understand that, Charlie. I really do. Yeah, what brain? That's right. So a lot of people would agree with you there, Kevin. Well, yeah, you. No, she don't have to be online. You email her, okay? You email her. She turns on YouTube, okay? Then she'll go to on her email. You don't even have to be on YouTube to get to the Google Hangouts, but she goes to the email and she clicks on that, and that'll automatically open up the Hangouts, and she can talk to you because you're talking to her through Hangouts. Um, but if she wants to see chat and stuff, she has to be on the YouTube. So, but it's most generally that she should be on YouTube to begin with. If you're going to invite her, if you're going to do something with um, on your YouTube, she should be on it so you can do the Hangouts. So, Molly, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, you're looking lovely as ever. So. First of all, you need 2 soup cans and a string. That's right. So you're welcome, Molly. Think that's what you got? A sinus infection, or the brain the size of a pea, and the other one's this little bitty thing. She went that way. So, I tell you what, that sinus infection I had, man, that was nothing to mess with. I thought sure as hell it was going to kill me. It was that bad. Um, I'm I'm not lying. This happened 3 weeks ago today, right? About around 8:30, I started feeling bad. But that night, you could with two strings. Yeah, when you get the strings, it gets wet, it quits. But I'd sit in bed, and you could have put a gallon can of paint in my hands, and I shook it because I was like this all night, for an hour, 2 hours until finally I would literally just pass out. And I think I'd pass out from the pain of shaking so bad. And then I would wake up and I'd be just soaking wet. And then I'd change clothes. Yeah. I would change clothes and go back, and then I wouldn't sweat, but I would get so hot, like I was on fire. I was in a furnace. I wouldn't sweat though. I was just, burning up. And it would do this, it would repeat. Then I'd go into the shakes again. Then I'd go into the sweats and then into the furnace again. If your brains would gas. Grizz, we all know better than that. Shit. If you put your brain on the edge of a razor, it'd look like a BB rolling down a 4-lane highway. That's exactly what it looked like there, Grizz. That's the movement you were famous for in high school, yeah. No, I literally just shook. And I was telling the doctor that. I said, I don't know if I can take another night of that because yeah. All right, let's do it this way. But I told the doctor I didn't know if I could take another night of it. I didn't think I would be able to make it through there because it literally just wore me out. I thought I was going to have a heart attack, because I was shaking so bad. And hands were like this, feet were doing the same thing, Whole body was just doing it. So. It looked like Adam rolling down 8-lane. Yeah. If your brains were gas, you wouldn't have enough gas to fill up a piss and go cart to run around a Cheerio. See, I'm glad Grizz can take a good joke. Some people can't take it. Some people can. I can. Grizz can. So. You guys probably never heard that one, did you? Jerry's Wood Shop and Outdoors. Good evening. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, appreciate you being here. I really do. Yeah, you're very sensitive. That's why you're hanging out on YouTube. Yeah, if you're sensitive, YouTube's not the place to be. I can tell you that. So, or Facebook. I know so many people are on Facebook. I bet every time they get up out of the chair, they hold their hiney because their butt hurts so bad. Oh, he called me a name. He doesn't like Hillary. He voted for Trump. Sorry. That's how it is. Yes, you are, Jerry. You are looking lovely as ever. How, what can I say? if looks were a bank, you'd be Fort Knox there, Jerry. You're insensitive, so you belong here. I'm such a dork. I know it. You don't ever just talking about everything and anything there, Jeff. How are you doing today? Nice to have you here. Anything that comes to mind, we're talking about it. No. Well, Jeff's been a member since 2000, January 2015. So I don't, I don't try to block anything except for, you know, uh, I don't like the use of the F word in the chat rooms or stuff like that because I am trying to be somewhat of a, like a family oriented channel. Doesn't necessarily have to be. It's like the family programming between 9 and 10:30. It starts to get a little risky, and then after 10, they can use a few words that they can't use before 9 o'clock. So, yeah, I need you to throw me a glass of water. Yeah. The rest of them stay away for a reason. Grizz, I would go to your house every day just to get underneath your skin for the hell of it. What you doing now? Grizz, what are you doing? What's that, Grizz? What do you mean four-legged chicken? Oh, Chinese chicken. Can you imagine? Oh, I know I'd be welcome there, Grizz. I think me and you are probably cut from the same cloth. Really don't give too much care about anything. Yeah. And you'd be welcomed here. You're all welcomed here. You ever make it to Michigan, let me know. Yeah. So. I would figure Kevin Helmy would come to Michigan once in a while, but he doesn't. I'm trying to be rated PG-13 or PG-17 or something like that. I try to be respectful there, Jeff. That's what we try to be. Even though there's a bunch of adults here, every once in a while a kid does come in. Every once in a while, I got grandkids that walk in and out of here and stuff like that. That's right. Have to make a trip to Michigan. PG, pass gas. You're right there, Grizz. So. I think it would be great if we could all get together, but that'd be kind of hard. Some people's got to come from the East Coast, West Coast, southern border, across the pond. But I think it'd be pretty cool. I was there, Kevin. I was in Detroit. It's not that hard to find somebody in Detroit. If there's just two types of people in Detroit. There's the people that say, "Give me your money," and there's the people that say, "Okay, here you go." That's the two type of people in Detroit. So, you're gonna hang out at the bar with Kathy and Chris. Did you get it figured out, Ron? Hopefully you did. So it ain't no big deal. Easy, easy, easy. I don't drink, but I can sit there at the bar and have a Coke. I can't even have a Coca-Cola. I can have an iced tea with you. Sounds like Baltimore. Yeah. So you see all these pictures and all this video of Detroit, and they show you how fantastic and beautiful it is. Don't believe them. That's just certain pieces of Detroit. 95% of Detroit does not look like that. Trust me. Well, there's trouble on her live end. Okay. Did she got any better internet yet, or is she still dealing with that crap she's got or used to have, or still got it? Because if she's got crappy internet, and I got crappy internet, but at least it's enough to do a live stream. But if hers is so bad, it's pathetic. If she still got that, then, she might as well hang it up until she gets some different internet. Go ahead and do videos and stuff like that. But as far as she has high-end internet now, okay. You're right. You go up Detroit, there's roads you can go down, and there's not even a house on the block. They've been all torn down because they've been all burnt down. And you'll go 4 or 5 blocks without seeing a house. It'll be, there'll be driveways there where houses were, but there will be no houses. You never do know who you'll stumble across on these channels. But like Livernois is a big street. It's a big road that runs through Detroit. You go down Livernois and it'll be burned out house, burned out house, abandoned car in the road, abandoned car in the road, no tires on it, no rims or tires, windows all knocked out of it, sitting on the blocks or either sitting on the road. And I used to go down Livernois every day, 6 days a week. And them cars would sit there for 2 or 3 weeks before a wrecker would come get them. The city would actually impound them and get them off the street. They do. But it's so expensive. It's like $5,000-$6,000 to tear down a house. And when you got 40 houses on the block that need to be torn down, 8 Mile Road. Don't ever go down 8 Mile Road. I don't care what Eminem says. No. They got that 8 Mile gold and silver pawn shop or whatever. I've been there. Yeah. It's not in a good neighborhood. Trust me. You're right. Detroit looks like a third world country when you're looking at it. You and Kathy says 8 Mile is not a good road. We were down on 8 Mile, and I can't remember the 8 Mile goes east and west, and we were on a north and south road, and we were downtown, and I could have swore we seen somebody get robbed on the corner. So Detroit is bankrupt. 50 years of Democratic, leadership has bankrupted that city. They went from like 3 million people down to like 970,000 people live there. And the 3 million that lived there back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s all had, $14, $15, $16, $17 an hour jobs back then. And now there's none of them. So 4 miles now, yeah. About 80 miles, 82 miles from Detroit. I can be at the Detroit Metro Airport in about 65 minutes. And then you got to go another 15, 18 miles to Detroit from there. You're right. The Democrats, Mayor Coleman Young, he started it and started running it. Then they had that corrupt mayor that had been arrested and and I can't remember his name, but been arrested and got prison time. And they had a go. They had a fund for him. Okay, and this is funny. You donated money to him, so it was for his defense fund. So I would call up and donate a penny. Okay, it cost 11 cents to process that penny, so he was losing money every time somebody would call in for a penny. Marion Barry, that was he was a mayor of Detroit, Washington D.C. He was the one that was a cocaine addict, wasn't he? So, Food Forest Permaculture, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. There's a lot of gyms. Yeah, there was a GM plant on 8 Mile at one time.
Yeah, let me tell you what, it was so bad. I remember not even looking out the window.
Kathy wouldn't even look out the windows of the car. She locked the doors and she just kept her head down like this when we were sitting there.
Yeah, they just stood in the street.
Standing in the street, we seen a guy get robbed.
Guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got guns, you know.
No,
Oh.
it was worse than the Detroit hoedown.
Yeah. And then they tell you what, another thing is go to the Detroit Hoedown. You want to see some real class action there, go there, man. So I don't think they have. I don't think the National Guard's there. They all look like to you, yeah. That's great. The FFP living life to the max. Yeah. Detroit is really something, man. You know, people say, well, you know, look at Los Angeles and all these other. You know what? Detroit was the murder capital of the world for years. People died left and right in Detroit. Nobody even batted an eye because it was norm. And what it's doing the same thing now is in Chicago. It's normal now to, you lost your nephew today? Well, don't worry about it. Maybe you'll lose your niece next weekend. And that's how it is in Chicago now. You know, 70, 80 people getting killed a weekend. They don't care. But, you know, they have the strictest gun laws in the country. Well, if they got them so damn strict, how are they getting shot up? But they are. I learned spelling. I need to learn spelling. There you go. Grizz, a guy told me one time years ago, he said, you know what they had to do up in Detroit? And I said, what's that? He said, put a 100-foot tall wall all the way around Detroit. I said, okay, with one door, regular sized door. Go in and give everybody a knife, a gun, and a bottle of whiskey, and then leave. I said, what's going to happen then? He said, you just let them all fight it out. And when the last one comes walking out, you pat him on the back and then arrest him for murder. I thought that was funny. The Ford Museum is in, I think it's in Greenfield Village. Or up by Greenfield Village or up that way. It's by Detroit, but it's not in Detroit. Or South Haven or Southgate, I don't know. Southfield or something like that. So it is a nice museum that I've never been there, but I've heard it's a nice museum. Greenfield Village is another nice place up there that, you know, it's back to where the old days, you know, back in settlers' time. It shows you how they lived and everything. It's pretty cool. You're right there, banking on money. Just because you got strict gun laws don't mean anything. But all these politicians say, well, you know, if we outlaw guns, all the outlaws are going to give their guns up because they don't need them now. Well, that's a certain kind of stupid there, isn't it? So you can check in any time, but you can never leave. That's right. Yeah. Toledo's getting about the same way. I don't know what I think they probably got about 700,000 people that live in Toledo or whatever. But I've been in Toledo 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been in some places down there with a garbage truck. I sat in the middle of the street dumping a can, and like 30 people come walking by the truck. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to get murdered tonight. And not a single one of them touched the truck. Not a single one did anything to me. They looked up as they walked on by, and I thought, man, I was the luckiest guy in the world. They were carrying axe handles, baseball bats, lead pipes, and everything. And they no more than turned, and the road curved. It didn't have a corner, it curved. And when the road curved right in front of me, they walked up in this yard, kicked open the door, and I don't know what happened, and I didn't stick around. I dumped the can, put it back in the parking lot where it went, and I backed out of there in third gear reverse and never looked back. I don't care what happened there. I wasn't going to be a part of it. So. All right there, Kevin. You have yourself a great night. Thanks so much for showing up. I appreciate it. See you later, Misty. Nice to have you here. I appreciate you being here. So, I was at a Little Caesars on Upton down there by the University of Toledo in a good part of the neighborhood. Yeah, good part of the neighborhood in Toledo. 3 o'clock in the morning. I pull up to the dumpster, put my forks in. I'm looking out the window because you got to look in the mirror. As I'm lifting it, I look out and I see somebody looking in the window right at me. So I reach over, hit the door handle, which when you push in the door handle on the max, locks the door. I slide the window open and I said, "Can I help you?" And I'm thinking, you know, I'm just going to end up knocking this guy off my step. Well, I look out, and this guy's not standing on the step, and he's looking at me eye to eye. So this guy's around 7 feet tall and huge. And he said, "What are you doing in my neighborhood?" I said, "I'm dumping this trash, and I'm getting the hell out of here right now." And I bam, bam, on the ground. I backed up, and I bet I was doing 40 mile an hour in reverse when I hit the street. I never stopped. Didn't care, took off. I got back to the shop that day and I said, "Hey, if it's not daylight when I get there, I'm not dumping it. I don't care. I'm not going there unless it's daylight. And I'm not going out of my way to get there." So they asked me what happened. I told them, said, "Hey, you guys, you don't pay me enough to get killed by these guys down there." So he got there late again. Yeah. You never did hear that stuff years ago. You didn't. Well, you had the one up there in the bell tower in the university. I can't remember his name, but you didn't hear anybody of that. They didn't do any of that stuff. Years ago, hell, we used to go to school with rifles and shotguns in the back of the windows of pickup trucks. I used to take my shotgun when I was deer hunting. I'd take my shotgun, put it in the locker at school because I would go from deer hunting to school. And I usually caught a ride with somebody. And then when on the way home, I took the shotgun home on the bus. You know, they didn't care. It wasn't loaded. It was in a case. Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Fast and Fearless, nice to have you here. Good to see you. It's been a while. Oh. Like, them conversion stories, yeah. Um, but things have changed, you know. They've changed a lot. When People say, oh, the times were bad. Times were not like, I would love to go back to the 60s, 70s, and 80s. There wasn't all this technology. You actually went out and talked to people. You actually could knock on the door and somebody would answer it. You actually picked up the phone and talked to somebody. You actually.
You TV Widow. I just watched it with a widow.
How is it, Widow? Just a second. I'll be right back. My TV went Widow. I have no idea how Widow it got. That it got Widow. Yeah, the M13 games. I'll be right back to comment on that. Sorry about that, but somehow the screen got Widow. So, oh, I can understand that. Nathan likes drums. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Oh, I'm sure the M13's there. I have no problem with that either there, Alabama. Bang, bang, freeze. That's how my philosophy is on it. Oh, yeah. Back then in the 60s and 70s, you could ride anywhere you wanted to. Nobody ever bothered you. The kids are the ones you got to look out for because they have no respect for anybody. That's right. If you make it from the gate to the door, you've earned it. So, it's a harsh reality that people just don't care. Kids today have no respect. They were never taught respect. And it's not that they don't have respect, they were never taught it. And they have no fear. Oh, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. I'm a kid. You want that thing? Bye. I don't care if you are a 17-year-old punk. You know, it's just the way I was raised on respect and everything else. And when you don't, I just don't. I have no problem with that. Yeah, it's assumed everybody has one. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. There you go. And I'm sure if you manipulated the jury enough that you could find 12 people that would think your way. So, and all it takes is just reasonable doubt. Did you see that cop that shot that guy in his own apartment? Because she said he was in her apartment, but she was mistaken. Come to find out, she was dating him, broke up with him, or he was cheating on her. And he told her to get out, and she told him something, and these people witnessed this, and she shot him and killed him. And now she's begging, oh, it was a mistake, it was a mistake. Well, you're going to prison. So you're right. I understand that 100%. There you go. I like it when somebody, doesn't want guns in their neighborhood or whatever, and people put signs in the front yard. This house is protected by a gun, but my neighbor next door doesn't believe in guns, so go ahead and rob him. Yeah, all they needed was the right person, and bang, 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 and you're done. So that's right. So I don't. All I got is a little 380. I really don't think my wrist can handle anything bigger than that right now until I can get this, rheumatoid arthritis and everything else, managed. But even a 380, sure, it may not kill you, but you wish the hell you didn't do what you just done. Well, it depends on where I shoot you at. It can kill you, but it'd be pretty hard pressed. But you know, All American Grandpa, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Before I started having all this, arthritis and all this other problems, I really wanted a 50 caliber Desert Eagle. I really wanted one, and I wish I could. I probably couldn't even lift it up anymore, but I wish I would have got one. So. Um, you sound like Kevin there, Alabama. Tell you what, he's got a nice gun collection. Yes, flamethrowers are legal. Yeah, you should always have a throwdown. You're right. And you can find them. Those are pretty easy to find. Like I said, I got a starter pistol out there in my, cabinet. That's just as good as anything else. You don't know it's not a real one. You look at it, it looks like a little 22 revolver. So, and some of these kids nowadays, these guns, these play guns, they're looking so real, it's pathetic. Now they're putting the orange caps on the end of them, but some of these kids are spray painting that cap black so they do look real again. Wow, and some of these really do look real. What was too funny? I ain't scared of nothing but my wife. You're right. Yeah. 3D printed guns, yeah. The guy is going to go ahead and sell the plans. Whether or not you buy the plans and, build the gun is another thing. But Michelle, Junkyard was one of the very first uh, um, moderators I ever had. He was like third or fourth of the moderators. He's been a moderator of mine for over a year. I've been doing this since August of 2017. And Junkyard was one of the very first mods besides Lulu and Allie. I think he was probably 3 or 4. So I understand that. I don't understand. Michelle, it's not that I don't have a problem with you. I just am not giving anybody back their lunches. I'm keeping the original ones that I had because, it was not a headache then. Now it's a big headache. I'm not trying to, dish you or anything like that or show you any lack of respect or anything. I appreciate everything you did. It's just that I made up my mind and I did the video that I was not giving anybody back their lunches that I took them away. So, and it wasn't that you did anything or anybody. I know you always had my back. It wasn't that you did anything or anybody else. It's just that, um, yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just I have to stick to my guns because if I give you back your wrench, then somebody else is gonna want theirs. And there's plenty of others that haven't even been in here yet, and I know I'm gonna get the same slack from them. And it's not that I'm trying to get slack from anybody. I've made up my mind. I just cannot take. Life was easier when I didn't have this many mods or problems. So. And banking on money he was a mod. I took his mod and his wrench away too. It's just a lot easier when I'm not. I have now since I did this, I haven't gotten another email or a message on Facebook or on my Gmail that I've had a mod do this. I've had a mod do that. I've had a mod do this. I've had mod talk about me. I have not had not one email or one message from Facebook since then. And it is actually making my life a little easier. Grizz lost a wrench because he had Alf 270. I took that wrench away from him. But I kept his Grizz 270 wrench because Grizz he's been a mod for a year. So I don't, if anybody wants my wrenches, they can take them. It doesn't matter to me. That just means one less headache for me. Oh. Cab 7, he was a mod. I took his wrench from him, and he never done nothing. It's just he hasn't been here in a while. I go to his room all the time, and I do mods for his room, but he hasn't been here in a while, so the wrench doesn't do me no good if he's not here. And it was just like what I said, it was easier just to get rid of I had a line where I know where everybody was that were my mods, and I just got rid of the rest of them. And it wasn't that it wasn't that I did it to be mean. It wasn't that I did it to be harsh or heartless or whatever. I did it for self-preservation. So. That does it, you're gone. and there's no hard feelings. I don't want anybody to be upset about it. So, but like Grizz, you check your 270, you're out 270. You don't have it no more. So, all right, there, banking on money. You have a good night, and we'll see you this weekend. Take care. I'm Mean Dog. That's right. It wasn't that you did anything wrong, Michelle. There's a bunch of people that didn't do anything wrong. I just drew a line where my mods from the ones that I originally started out with, and I kept them and got rid of the ones that I kept adding over the time. You have so many mods on here. I did nothing wrong to you, Iron Dog. I know you didn't. It's not that I don't need you anymore. It's just I don't need the mod headache anymore. I don't know what you're not understanding, Michelle. And it's just, you didn't do anything. Lulu was my very first mod. And you can ask her. She come into my very first live stream and I made her a mod. She was my very first mod. So you actually told me to take yours, old mucker. So let me have to find out what you know. Don't. It's not. Don't leave mad. I'm not trying to make anybody mad, Michelle. I'm just trying to get you to understand that this is better for me. It's better for my channel. Like I said in my video, there's so many people doing this stuff on other channels, and they are mods of my channel, and I don't want it coming back to my channel. That's why I done it. So I know they're old mucker. So nobody needs that. I'm pretty much done explaining it. I just can't explain it any more different than what I'm doing. Error 270 or out 270. See, out 270 does not have his wrench. He's gone. I know. I don't think she's talking about you, old mucker. So, are you still on, Cap? All right, Michelle. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I really am, but I don't know why you unsupported me, but I'm sorry about that. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Feel like a hillbilly with a tuxedo having a wrench? That's okay, All American Grandpa. Like I was saying, I was getting emails every day, and I was getting messages on Facebook. And it wasn't, I had like 30 people I got rid of. But there's only like 6 or 7 of them that were doing it. You know, they were causing trouble in other rooms, and that's going to come back to my room. Especially if the other people in the other rooms are coming in here and they saying, "Hey, I don't like this place because you got this mod that's doing this to me in another room." I don't like that. And that's why I did this. And it wasn't because there was 30 of them doing it. It was only 6 or 7, but I got rid of the ones that I kept the ones I absolutely knew I could trust because I've had them right from the very get-go. So. DD dog. Well, I don't know. What is that? What is this shit? I don't know. DDW or DD4WG? What is it? Hell, I don't know. We're talking about moderators. So. I have no idea. So. Um, I don't know. I can't explain it any more than what it is. So. He doesn't have any subs. DD4, but he's been there since 2000. Think it was 2008. So I don't believe, you know. But I don't think he's a troll because he's had. I went to his about page and like 2008 is when he first. Check again. I don't know. Jerry Foster. All right, it's Gay Jerry. How you doing, Jerry Foster? Nice to have you here. That's a much better name for you. So you had to change your name. Okay, well that's a much better name for you. Hiya. So we're going to get out of here in about 6 minutes at 10 o'clock. So Doom Lucky Dude, FPS, how are you doing? Or Boom. No, Doom Lucky Dude. Okay, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Yeah, I support as many channels as I can. I don't have to. Doom Lucky Dude has 44 channel followers, so somebody's been paying attention to him. So doesn't have any content, but that doesn't mean anything. It's been August 26, 2018. Positive channel, keep my chat clean, no drama, no self-promotion. Don't ask for mods or errands, gaming chat channel, support channel. I'm here for fun, no BS. Oh, that's pretty cool. As long as you're up front and right to the person. Tomorrow I have 6:30 in the morning. I have a live stream there tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow afternoon or not, but tomorrow morning I have a live stream. Tomorrow is Friday, so don't have any hot dog events until next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So doing good. We got one next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then I got another one on Saturday and another one on Sunday, the same weekend. So um, I have to borrow some equipment from another guy so I can do both the other ones. So yeah, I get up early. So. I did pretty good at the thrift store today. I bought a hose reel, an air compressor hose reel for your air compressor. Um, it's not new, but it looks nice. Didn't have the hose, but it's a reel, so I can mount it in the garage. But I bought that. It was regular. They had a price on it for $15, but it's 75% off, so I got it for like $3.25. I bought a folding. It's 3 cushions that fold out into like a single mattress, or like a for one person to lay down on. That was $4, 75% off. Got it for $1. Did pretty good. I bought $23 worth of stuff or something like that for $5.65. So it was a pretty good deal. I liked it. They bring out more and more stuff every day. I gotta go back tomorrow and check. And then they think Saturday will be their last day. So, they'll probably have stuff at 80 and 90% off Saturday, which will be good for the pickings. So, and if you're a mod or we're a mod and you are upset because I took your wrench away, I'm sorry. But I don't know what to say or don't know what to do. And if you feel the need to unsubscribe to me because I took your wrench away, well then, I'm sorry for that. But I'm not being a suck ass. I'm just trying to put it in perspective that, if
Jesus Christ, if it took a wrench to make her ass happy,
yes.
oh well.
Oh well.
Shit happens.
You're right. Shit happens. So
Take my goddamn wrench. I don't care.
I'm not taking your wrench. So, anyways, we're getting out of here in a couple of seconds. So, but y'all have a great day or great night. Stay safe. God bless. Prayers and peace be with you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I really do. I appreciate the thoughts, the comments, the camaraderie. It's, like I said the other day, and I say it almost every day, it's hard to believe that people do not, that we've never met, how they can get along and talk, and it's really cool. I appreciate y'all being here. Jerry Foster, I appreciate you coming in. I really do. I really appreciate y'all. Old Mucker, I appreciate you coming back, man. I really do. So y'all have a great night, and we will see you later. You're right there, JD. So. You're absolutely right. So. Be invaded by hunters. There you go. Well, Wisconsin Greg, good night. So, y'all have a great night. God bless, and we'll see you later. I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. So, and you're right, old mucker. So, y'all have a great night. Like I said, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 6:30. If you want to join me tomorrow morning at 6:30, please do. And we'll see you then. Thank you all.